everyone. So, dito sa topic natin, it's all about leadership. Kadalasan kasi, meron tayong mindset as a leader na kapag wala ako, hindi magagawa ng mga katim ko yung mga bagay-bagay. Or, kapag may business ka, hindi yung fully trust is wala doon kasi iniisip natin na hindi nila magagawa ng tama kung ano yung kaya mong gawin. No, dapat hindi ganun yung thinking natin. If you are not leading your team or your business staff, you are controlling everything and walang growth na mangyayari doon. So, there's nothing moves forward when you are absent. So, walang mangyayari, walang growth, stagnant yung mga tao. And when they are depending on you when it comes to decision making, kapag may problema, kapag may dapat pagdesisyonan, kapag kailangan ng improvement, kailangan pang i-consult sa'yo, mahirap kasi hindi magkukusa, nagagalaw yung mga tao mo at walang progress kasi they depending on you at hindi tama yon. Walang, kumbaga, pag sabihin natin na dapat ina-challenge natin or in-stretch natin. Katulad na lang ng sa pain natin, 'di ba? Kapag nag-aaral tayo, nag-challenge tayo, mas na-stretch yung utak natin, mas nag-grow, 'di ba? So the more tasks and opportunity to grow na binigay natin sa subordinates natin, mas mag-grow sila kasi matututunan nila yung skills na something they will discover by themselves na kaya naman pala nila. But in the first, mahirapan sila. But it's a part of the process and they will grow once they encounter that. So leadership is about building people who can function responsibly even without constant supervision. So that is why if everything depends on you, you are not leading. You are limiting. You are limiting people to grow, and sometimes the company is not going to improve kasi ang may fail doon yung owner. Hindi siya nagde-delegate, hindi siya nagde-train. So importante kasi we delegate and train people. So, in the Kingdom Foundation, sabi sa Exodus 18:17 na Moses' fathers-in-law replied, "What you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone." So, let us now understand that the biblical foundation of this message is this is the story about Moses. Na, di ba si Moses leading the nation? And the nation, the nation is 1,000. Diba? 1,000 people, so they travel. And everyone depends on Moses. Every concerns, siya yung lalapitan. Kapag may conflict, siya yung lalapitan. Kapag may problem, the decision, it's still Moses pa din. And when directly to Moses, imagine, thousands of people yan, lahat ng concerns nasa iyo. Imagine how stressful that, diba? Kung ikaw nasa kalagayan ni Moses, sobrang hirap yon at nakakapagod yun. So, people light up to him, nakapila yun sa kanya. So, nag-aantay yung mga tao ng term nila para sa consultation. Kasi may concern sila. So, so Exodus 18:21, but select capable men from all people, trustworthy men who hate dishonest. Si Jethro, sinabi niya kay Moses na yung father-in-law niya na what you are doing is not good. Nakita niya kasi na yung pagod and yung heaviness kay Moses na siya lahat ang gumagawa. So, tayo bilang leader or business owner, we have to delegate the responsibilities. We train capable people. We select capable people that we can train them the task depend on sa kakayanan nila. God never designed leadership to be carried by one person alone. God created at each one of us to have the talents and skills, and it meant to use, na kailangan gamitin natin, na kailangan natin sa bawat isa para makumpleto, para mas maayos yung task. And there's no one na kaya niya lahat. Yung skills, kapag lumaki yung company mo, hindi mo kaya mag-isa yun. So, even kahit may AI, hindi mo kaya mag-isa. Because different department, it requires different skills. So, mas maximize yung isang tao, yung isang tauhan, department, kapag yung gagawin niya is yung best talents na meron siya, best skills na meron siya. And dun sa ibang bagay na hiram siya, there's assigned people and siya yung skillful about that. Healthy leadership always involve multiple leadership. So, sabi nga sa 2 Timothy 2:2, and the things you have heard me say in the presence of many witnesses and trust reliable people will also be qualified to each other. So, Paul tell Timothy, and the things that you have heard me say and trust reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others. So, mas maganda na yung pipiliin mo marunong kasi yung kumbaga magka-qualify ka. Minsan nga sa mga talent show sa mga movie, sa mga drama, serye, merong i-inquire yung mga artista, nag-apply din sila for that role. So, and the director select reliable people. So, Christian leadership is a multiplication. It never stop on one people because leaders train others to become leader. So, like disciple ni God, diba? Disciple niya yung 12 people. Ay, yung 12 people niya, yung 12 disciple niya, nag-share din ng gospel sa iba. And that's why until up now, nakilala natin, nakarating sa atin yung gospel that we must practice. The goal is not how many followers that you have. The goal is how many people that you have developed. We are not owning as an owner of the business, as the leader, you don't own people, but mas maganda you leverage people at mas magaling siya sa'yo kasi mas makaka-train pa siya ng mas maraming tao, and that is the goal, diba? So, hope that dito sa leadership topic na to, you learn something. Don't be the center of everything. Learn to delegate. Learn to trust people. Because, not because Moses is bad. Napakagaling niya napakatalino niya. Yung wisdom galing kay Lord, but God allowed him to lead people. So, because one person cannot sustain everything, and it's very important that leadership lesson not depend on one person. So, if everything depends on one person, the system is weak. So, hope that you learn something. Thank you everyone, and God bless.